like Christmas. I'm like,
Hmm.
it's him. Like it's
Yeah,
nobody else. Ain't nobody else singing that song but him.
yeah. I mean, that's kind of like the Mariah Carey. Like, it's like, all right, once you hear that, you that over.
But what's your so on songs? What's your thoughts on that song? Because I'm like, it's overplayed for me.
I don't know. Part of it's like, once I hear it once for the year, it's like, I really hope I don't hear this again.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to hear it over and over.
Hmm.
It's kind of like, I want to hear it once or twice, but it's like every store you walk into, somehow that song's on every single time.
Yeah.
And it's like, how are you playing this so much? Um, but I
I
mean,
if I worked, I'd get annoyed. I'm like, there's
dude,
no way I
it's
could
like, it
five
is the
thousand.
Magic Johnson of Christmas songs. It just gets talked about constantly, and there's better songs out there now. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
hate to do it to them,
Well,
but
because it's
like,
like you get into that debate. I'm like, Magic Johnson was. Don't get me wrong, Magic Johnson's a great player. Like, let's
he's
not.
good.
That's not.
He was great.
Denying greatness. But I'm like, Steph Curry. Come on, that's
Yeah.
that's that's greater than Magic Johnson. I'm like, I've seen Steph Curry make shots from across the court. I've seen Steph Curry win games by himself.
Hmm.
And then now you look at the Warriors right now; they're literally just Steph and friends. So I'm like,
Yeah.
it seems like the guy who's the main focal point, like 10 years, which is crazy to think about. Like 10 years ago, the Warriors under the run, but like the main guy is still there. He's still dropping 30. So
Yeah.
like, it's just like the longevity, the harder era, and also the fact that he's the greatest shooter ever.
Hmm. Yeah. So it's like, I'm going to give my flowers, but like, it's not the goat anymore. Like, it's
Yeah,
just,
like Magic had Kareem. Come on,
yeah.
it was an
Yeah.
older Kareem, but still like it's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It's like top five ever. Come on.
Yeah. It's also like, I mean, you're the first guy that was like 6'10" and can move.
Yeah,
And it's like, all right, now the whole NBA is like 6'10" and can do anything.
yeah,
I don't, I mean, it's just like, I don't know. I mean, like, you get your flowers because you did a lot,
yeah.
but you had some help along the way. It
Yeah,
wasn't,
it's just like Bill Russell. I'm like, he's like what 7 foot in like
yeah.
1960. I'm like, dog. The average like size back then was like what 5'2", or not 5'2". I'm sorry, like 5'11". So of course he's a tower, but he's in like 10 championships. He did, but like
Yeah.
I mean, Bill Russell's still my top 10 just
Yeah.
from a championship standpoint. Same
Well,
with
he's going in the honorable mentions. He's not going in the top five.
oh yeah, no. Same
Like,
with
yeah.
same with like people who are like Oscar Robertson. I'm like, dude, Kobe Bryant's dropping like 21 on that guy. Like, he's not stopping him.
I'd have to agree with that. It's just like, all right, yeah, they were good. They were definitely good in their time. Absolutely. 100%. They capitalized. But test of time, I don't see it. I think that's where that falls.
Yeah, no,
Um,
there's a couple like there's a lot of players in the NBA. And we're going. It's so funny. We're going from Christmas to NBA, but there's a lot of
mhm.
NBA players that like could probably translate very well. Like Stockton could translate very well, right? He's an
Yeah.
assist, like basically Chris Paul. But like, there's guys like okay, well, um, a couple guys like the name is escaping me right now. There's some guys are like, okay, I don't think he could translate very well to today's game. Like for example, like Dwight Howard, for example. Like I mean, that was like 10, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. It's a different league nowadays.
Yeah.
Same with
Well,
like
that's,
same with I mean, Olajuwon would translate very well, extremely well because he can shoot the mid range and he's good down low.
yeah. Yeah. I'd have to agree. I mean, I agree. There's some players that definitely make it. It's more just like, well, I think once you go past like the 80s and like mid 80s, kind of below, it's like I don't know if they're making that test of time. Like
Yeah,
I just don't think I don't know how that would
it's,
go.
it's just like the argument that
I
LeBron. I
think
mean, I'm not a LeBron fan either, but I'm like,
that
um,
dude could play in any generation at
yeah,
any time. I
just like the
he's a
fact that like
he's a 16 guard that can do anything.
yeah, and
So
like
it's like,
he wouldn't survive in Jordan's era. I'm like, dude, he survived like the 2010 NBA, which was in the 2000s NBA.
yeah, with the Celtics that were actually like what mid 2000s, 2000 like 12 Celtics or something like that.
2008, 2009, but it was like
Or
it was
nine.
just
Yeah,
more physical. When he faced the Pistons, he faced the Spurs,
he
he
played people.
faced the Lakers back in the day. So he faced some
Hmm.
really really good teams. But it's like it's just a stupid argument they have. It's like he wouldn't match up in Jordan's NBA. I'm like, he'd match up pretty damn well. I mean, he wouldn't be dropping 35, but he'd be dropping 25, and it's going to be the hardest 25 he's ever had.
Yeah, I think he'd still go get buckets. What Christmas Day? Are y'all big watching the games on NBA?
I am. Family's not.
Mm-hmm.
Now that NFL is on Christmas Day, I'm like, okay, well, I'm watching the games. My Texans have played, I think, once on Christmas. We got blown out, but
Mm-hmm.
I still watch the games. I mean, the NBA just depends who's playing. The Rockets played Christmas Day this year, so
Yeah.
like, playing the Lakers. So it's the prime. I think it's like the primetime game because I mean everybody wants to watch Durant versus LeBron if LeBron's playing. So
Let me say the Christmas jerseys they used to have,
yeah,
absolutely electric.
and
Where
they
you'd
keep bringing
get
them
like,
back.
I don't know, are they coming back or not? I
They
have not
should.
seen them.
They
They
should because
should.
it was one of the coolest parts about the NBA Christmas is like because like the big one of the best like regular season games I've ever seen was the Cavs Warriors Christmas Day.
That
And
was the second thing. That's like an
yeah,
all-time Christmas classic of
yeah,
the Cavs Warriors, where they had like, I don't know if those were Christmas jerseys or not. I don't remember, but I think they were.
yeah. The Cavs had like a different font on
Yeah, they had more of like a cursive-y, like kind of looking font. Unique. But
yeah,
once again, most electric game as well. So
yeah.
like, yeah, that's an unbeatable run.
By the Cavs Warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not. I mean, with the NBA right now, I'm like the Thunder. I was talking to one of my friends, Nate McGregor, on this from Clemson. He's a big Thunder guy, but I'm like, there's nobody beating to me. I mean, the Rockets. My Rockets have a chance, right? But
Hmm.
I'm like, I just watched that OKC team. I'm like, I don't know if anybody can stop them healthy. I don't know. I mean, we match up very well, but I'm
Yeah.
like, in a 7-gamer, do I want OKC or the Rockets? I'm like, I kind of want OKC because I
I
mean,
kind of do. It's tough with KD's the hardest part.
yeah,
It's like, I mean, he went through like 12-ish years of his career without getting really seriously hurt.
yeah.
And then just the past like 4 or 5, it's just been like nagging injuries or serious injury. And it's just,
Mhm.
I mean, dude can still get buckets. I think there's a clip of him over the summer, busting Chet, and like runs. But it's like, all right, in one game, I'll take him. I think he can go out and ball out. But over a 7-game series or after, second round of playoffs, third round of playoffs, I don't know if you're getting like 100% Kevin Durant that you want.
But it's just crazy to see how open the West is right now. Like OKC is like what 19-1, and then after
Hmm.
that, everybody. I was. It's one of those. It's one of those years that like a championship contender in any other year will be out in the second round. It's that good. It's that good. It's either going to be the. I mean, the Rock. I would hate it, but like if the Rockets got lost in the second round, I'm like, okay, they probably lost to a really really good team. Like it's
Yeah.
that good. Compared to the East. Compared to the East is terrible.
Yeah, East has never, after LeBron left, well, the Cavs, it was like, all right, whatever.
It's
I
it's
mean,
it's I mean it's either I mean Tatum's gone for a long time. I mean until like
hmm
20 into 26. So like that kind of cancels out the Celtics from being like a championship team. Pacers
yeah.
Pacers are tanking for God. They've lost everybody. Which is the craziest drop off ever. They went from NBA Finals 6 months ago or
Well, I
7 months ago.
mean, your star guy tears his
Yeah,
Achilles, you're
yeah.
probably not bouncing back. I mean, but you got to play that game. I became a Tyrese fan after watching
I
that.
love Tyrese. I love
I was
Halliburton.
like,
He's
all
very
right.
clutch too. And the thing about that game is they probably win Game 7 if he didn't get hurt.
I
He was
mean,
getting popped.
statistically,
He was
what
getting
statistic
popped.
over when he scored over 20 points, they won like 90%, whatever, high percentage of the time,
Like,
and he had 9 in the first quarter. I mean, it's like he's going on a run right now,
yeah,
and then you just, I mean, just bang.
it's over.
So
Everybody knew that there's no way Indiana.
they held it tight for a while. I mean, they were tight. It just in that fourth quarter they couldn't. They just couldn't. They had no one to really get over the gap.
No, they
But
couldn't. They couldn't stop Chet. I mean, SGA
mm-mm.
was just too much for them. It was one of those, but it was one of those things that you said back now. It's one of the biggest what ifs in NBA history. is it what
Yeah.
happens if Halliburton get hurt because he has 9 in the first quarter, and there's a couple of times in that game where like okay, like towards the end, like Halliburton probably makes a shot here or two, and you're like, it's a 3-point game in this fourth quarter.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you would think. I mean, it's tough. That would have been a fun game 7 to really watch. But after that, I was kind of like, man, that just sucks. It was like that just
But
took the air out of the building.
yeah, it literally did. But I mean, I just don't. I don't. I mean, it seems like it's going to be OKC's year again. Injuries can happen, but it's just they're just too good. They're just from roster construction to coaching, they're just too good.
I think they're really, yeah, I think they're going to be tough. But I don't know. I don't know. You never know. I mean,
Yeah,
you collapse at, you have a bad run at any time in the playoffs, and you're out of there. And I think if the Pacers can take them to 7 games, then some team in the West can take them to 7 games. I think it's just, I think you just got to give it a little, see what happens down the stretch there. But
yeah.
they would, I mean, they're the favorite.
Oh yeah, they're like they're probably like an overwhelming favorite right now, being 19-1 or whatever they are.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, Rockets would be good. Lakers would be good. T-Wolves are decent. Warriors are just Steph and friends, but Steph can shoot the ball still pretty damn well.
Yeah.
I'm surprised about the Mavericks.
The Mavericks, really, I wanted to see Kyrie and Anthony Davis play with Cooper, and now it's just kind of like, I mean, you have Clay and Cooper out there.
Yeah,
It's like, dang, that sucks to get thrown into.
and
See, it
Clay's
was like,
that's his prime too.
well, yeah, he's past his prime, but he could have given out, like a good 20 minutes out there instead of having to play like the whole game. It's like, he got really screwed over.
Yeah, but it's just I don't know. It was rumors that Davis is going to get traded here soon, so I'm like they trade into a contender that's pretty He's pretty decent. He's a decent player still, just when he's not hurt.
Yeah, but I mean, what, you're going to get like 16 games out of,
Yeah, it's
82? It's like,
you might as well just go risk it for Zion and see what you can get from Zion for
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who's going to trade for him, to be honest. If I'm a GM, I don't really want him. No offense.
I don't know Anthony Davis.
AD.
I mean, he's probably just stuck where he's at, though. That's the thing.
I just have zero faith in him playing any games for me. Like, I'm not trading someone to get him. He's just too injury prone.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. I'm not making the calls anyway.
Yeah, none of us are. I mean, I guess neither one of us would trade Luka Doncic to the Lakers.
No, I definitely would not.
The player in the middle of his prime to the Lakers. I'm like, and then somehow I'll get the number 1 pick. So I'm like, well, I don't know. It still blows my mind that even happened. I don't know why anyone in the world. But even like it's so funny. Like Bill Simmons said this on a podcast. It's like one of those things. Like they probably got tired of him internally. They're like, they're like, okay, well, you got to the NBA Finals. You didn't get us there this year. You've had some like health issues or whatever with your weight, and then doing stuff just being, Luka thinking you're better than everybody else. That's what was happening. Like they just got tired of him, wanted to ship him. So maybe that's what happened. But like at the same time, you're like, you got to change your organization to the player, right? Like that's like at least not the organization, but like if it's Luka Doncic, come on. It's not.
How do you make it work? Yeah,
you got to make it work. You got to make it work. Like Brady and Belichick, they hated each other at the end. They made it work. They made it work. They won like 3 seasons. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you don't meet in the middle somewhere there on like, figuring out a way to maybe motivate him because he somehow got to the Lakers and now he lost weight and is like looking like his peak athleticism. So
yeah, he's only 28, I think 27. So he's.
I don't know. I don't know what they did differently to influence that decision. the Mavs weren't doing it apparently.
I think. I mean, it's also one of those things. Just having LeBron on your roster, somebody who like pays millions of dollars a year to take care of their body, like having that as an influence is a pretty big deal.
Yeah,
And it's also LeBron is the second best player of all time. So like,
yeah,
it's one of those things. And in
yeah.
Dallas, you're kind of you're the guy there. And like, I mean, I think Cuban not being there is a big part of it too, because because Cuban sold the Mavs that same year, and then I think Cuban now is like, there's no way I would have done this trade.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. Like I think Cuban was gone. It was like not a good. Maybe it was in a good organization. He's like, I'm out. I'm not going to care.
Yeah. Yeah. You think LeBron's coming back for one more year, or you think it's going to be it?
I think he's done. I mean, there's.
I think he plays one more. I think he waits for Bryce. To hope. I think he tries to get Bryce to just go to the draft this year, and that way he played with both his sons, and then he's done. That would be my thought.
I'm like, Bronny should be working Amazon. I mean, Bronny's a better golfer than football player. I mean, not football player, basketball player. Because Bronny is damn good at golf. Because he's done a couple of stuff with Grant Horvath on YouTube Golf, and Bronny's shooting pretty well. So,
hey, dude's an athlete. I mean, dude's good.
No denying that, but I'm like, it just seems like, I don't know, LeBron's getting a lot of not injury. He's been off a couple months already at the beginning of the season. I'm like, it's Luka's team now.
I think you got to trade LeBron personally and try to get some
for him,
maybe draft picks. I'd be trying to get something for him. So I'm thinking,
that'd be crazy. You see a LeBron trade?
I think LeBron should get traded. I really thought LeBron should go play with the Warriors for 1 year. So I thought him and Steph could go win one more. And I thought that would be cool.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, right now, I don't think Lakers are really contenders. But if you put LeBron with Steph, it's like they're immediate contenders. No offense to Luka, but I just don't. I think he's really great. I just don't see it. I don't see the mesh as well as like.
It's too offensive. It's too, yeah, it doesn't.
Him and Steph.
Him and Steph, it's fun because you say that because like him and Steph in the Olympics were like meshing really well. Like they read each other very well, and they both had high basketball IQs. So like somewhere like that would be fun for LeBron. I mean, I've seen the Magic float around like just online. I've seen Magic potentially. Magic are pretty good in the East, and plus the East needs people anyways.
Yeah,
more power. I mean, but like a team like the Knicks would be fun too. But I don't think he would go to New York at this time.
I don't think he would.
I don't think he would either. He's done LA. He's done Miami.
It seems like he likes California. Which, if I was a billionaire, I'd probably like California too. Like, 7 degrees all the time in my mansion, probably be pretty comfortable. You know, like can't argue with that.
Especially when you have a brand like LeBron, you're living in LA. You're like 20 minutes away from Hollywood. You
probably do a lot of business there. You can make deals. You have a major. I mean, a lot of it fits.
Yeah, but but it's just like okay, well, it's like why players go to New York. It's just like the biggest city. It's the first largest city in the world or whatever, second largest city in the world besides Tokyo or Beijing. I don't know.
You gotta like it. I mean, that's just part of it.
Well, like that's the thing. It's like not every athlete will succeed in New York, right? It's just like it's just like one of those things. Like you have to be like an Aaron Judge or Derek Jeter. You got to be like you can get away.
You got to be a Mello.
Yeah.
You know, you got to be built for it. You kind of got to be from New York if you want to play in New York. Almost like it's just like I don't know. There's a lot of players that don't do well there. It's you know, it's one of the brightest stages. You know, in all sports. Yeah. It's the city. It kind of like I mean they're going to talk trash. You know, like fans. I mean you're going to get the most critics out of any place.
Yeah.
The funny thing is I think like Charlotte is like. To me, it seems like the number one friendly sports location to go play on like the Hornets. You have like zero pressure because no one really cares. You can live anywhere you want to. Like you can buy any house up and you still have like stuff you can go do in a major airport and all that. And it's like easiest city to play in. Like, I mean, but yeah, New York's probably hardest. So many distractions.
New York's hardest. I would say LA is up there. It's probably like second. Miami
Yeah,
would be hard. Miami would really be hard.
Miami's hard in terms of distractions. I think there's a lot of stuff that can go on.
Yeah.
You can go find a lot of trouble.
Well, because it was like the thing back in the day. I think it still is a thing. Like NBA teams would be horrible playing Miami when they had a bye when they had a day off because you know where they
Hey,
would go.
you
It's like
know who accept prime James Harden? Give me prime James Harden off of a major city about to go drop 60 on your dome.
yeah, he. Well, funny enough, James Harden was notorious for having insanely good games at the Madison Square Garden. Like
Hmm.
there was like times where he would drop 60, 55, 60, like 40-point games and at Madison Square Garden. Like
Yeah.
there's like he just turns it on for whatever reason though. Yeah, he just likes playing in Madison Square Garden. It's one of those
Well, he
things.
goes out to the club. It's like a CD Lamb and probably the other guy on Dallas that went out like partying in Vegas until like 8 a.m.
Yeah,
And then Dallas like smokes so the Raiders still. So some dudes are just like that.
yeah. It was like God. I think it was like Lou Williams went on the podcast and he was like, dude, he was like I was hungover and played
Yeah.
an NBA game the next day and like I
Hmm.
dropped like 25. I'm like that's a different breed.
Yeah. Where like Doc sat him in the first quarter and he was like, all right, get right.
Yeah.
Then he comes in and goes off. Yeah, some dudes are just like that. I don't know. It's built different. That's
Shoot, I mean, I know I couldn't do that, but like, it's just yeah, it's one of those things. Because I mean, New York is hard, Miami's hard, LA is all your big cities are hard, really. I mean, if you're like I've always said, like the hardest position in sports is shortstop for the New York Yankees and uh, quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. Like
hmm.
it's hard being Dak Prescott. Like
Yeah,
a lot of weight is on your shoulders when you start.
yeah.
Same with the Yankees shortstop. If you're the leader of the team and you're playing for the Yankees in New York.
Hmm.
You can't fail. Like that's why Judge is one of my favorite athletes, even though he plays for the Yankees. It's just like he handles himself so well in a town that like Juan Soto would get. I mean, he gets crushed by the media for like going like 0 for 2 for a game, right? But like
Hmm.
Judge, I'm like you never really hear about it because he's done so well, and he has
Hmm.
a very good PR team. So like
Yeah,
it's one of those things. Like it's you just have to be built for New York. You really
yeah.
do. And a lot of athletes, I mean, it's like it's one of those things. Like if whenever the draft was going on, I was like, "Do you want Shadur in New York?" I'm like, "No." I'm like, "No." He should be go to. I mean, he's in a perfect like Cleveland, but like it's like go to. You should not be somewhere like New York where they like if he had a game like he did against the Ravens. I'm like, he's gonna get crushed by that sports media.
Hmm.
Not like and also with his dad being who he is. I'm like, you don't really. That's not gonna
Yeah.
mesh very well in New York sports. So
No.
I mean, like even like it's so crazy. Like Eli Manning is a Hall of Famer, right? And same with Carmelo. But even they got crushed by sports media.
Hmm. That's that's an interesting part. But also, I mean, that's part of what made it who they were because they did go out and put up numbers. Like, I mean, you got to be able to take it. You don't get a lot of praise really,
No,
but until after, once you're done, you get appreciated.
well they love Eli now, but it's like back in the like 2016, 2017, it was like they were calling for his head. Like he's got to
Yeah.
retire, he's got to trade Eli, cut Eli. But like now it's like, oh, we love Eli, but he's got him 2 Super Bowls. But like
Hmm.
after that, it was like really, really like going after him. I'm like, oh man, that's a pretty steep criticism for guys go probably board. I mean, my personal take, I think he's got better. I mean, it's like one of those things. Like he's got better. It's between him and Philip Rivers, right? So
Hmm.
Philip has better stats. Eli has better moments, but
Yeah.
he's got 2 Super Bowls. He beat the 18-0 Patriots. He beat the Patriots again. So
Hmm.
like he's got better moments than Rivers, but he's a 500 quarterback. So like it's one of those things that he's probably going in the hall, but it's like there's guys better than Eli. Come on.
Yeah. It's just kind of one of the. It's. I mean, it's like you have guys that are really good and just never get a team
Yeah.
that like meshes around them, or you don't have the right players. And Eli kind of just. I mean, he just had those two runs.
Yeah.
But Phillip around, they just never had the moment or the player to get them over that hump.
Mhm.
So it's kind of like, there's a lot more guys like Phillip Rivers than Eli
Yeah.
who just like somehow get a generational run put together.
Yeah.
But
It's like for me, I'm like that's why I appreciate Matt Stafford a lot. Because I'm like,
hmm
I made a joke yesterday. Like my favorite Thanksgiving tradition was like watching Matt Stafford toss for like 400 yards and Calvin Johnson go for 200, and they still lose.
yeah,
It was every year like they would go off for like in a god tier number of yards and still lose. It
yeah,
was the wildest thing ever. But like Stafford's still an MVP candidate now. He's like 38. So like he's still like even back then we talk about it all the time. It's like back then, like 10 years ago, look at the quarterback like top 10 list. It's like Brady, Manning, Breeze, Favre, Roger. I'm not Favre, Rogers, Roethlisberger, uh,
hmm
and like guys like Stafford didn't even crack the top 10 sometimes. Like it was
yeah,
that. So like, and then now you're like, well, like there's a top 10, but I'm like compared to 10 years ago, I'm like probably these guys don't stack up. Like I mean, like a fringe top 10 quarterback back then is probably top five now, for being honest. It was that good.
yeah. hmm
Like
Especially with their primes.
yeah, and it was like what's it called? It's like now I saw a graphic the other day, like quarterbacks barely breaking 300 2,000 yards. I'm like, Drew Brees had like 4,000 by one point. Like at this time of year, he was about to hit like 5,500 yards on pace.
Yeah, what you also played like one less game,
One less
Did-
game, two in a
one
harder
less
era,
game.
the more defensive friendly. But it was like
hmm
man, like back in the day, it was like like this time of year, Peyton Manning would be like at 4,500 yards, Brady would be at 5,000 or whatever, Breeze would be at
hmm
like I'm over exaggerating, but like 6,000 yards. But like
Yeah, they'd be
it was
slinging
that
it.
good. The quarterback play is that good, and that goes to like I was just talking about this with somebody else. I'm like, but it's kind of interesting to see like in the NFL right now, like nobody's really good. And that makes sense. And it's like, it does that and like the quarterback play isn't like there as much as it was. I'm like, does that trickle down to like what college athletics has become? Like, is it
hmm
like you're not developing right like as you did back in the day to where it hurts you when you get to the pros? Like Anthony Richardson, for example, I'm like, he's got the talent. Like, I think he's got the physical. I think he's physical. I think he's
hmm
really like built well to be.
Yeah,
But like, was he developed at Florida? No. Was he? He's probably more focused on NIL than anything.
yeah. I think that's the biggest problem. I think there's not a lot of development happening in college that used to happen.
Yeah,
I think there used to be like a whole from freshman to senior, junior year, you saw like a massive improvement. Whereas like now you don't really, I don't know, you're kind of as good as you were when you got there.
yeah. It's like
Um,
it's like my problem. I get hated for this by other Clemson alums. I'm like, it's my same gripe about Trevor. Like honestly, like I love Trevor Lawrence. We both love Trevor Lawrence. He was great for
mhm,
Clemson. But
yeah,
like the same mistakes I've seen at the because he plays in Texas twice a year. So like the
yeah,
same mistakes I see him make every Sunday now, he still made it Clemson. Like he has a tendency to go to his first read and then just like panic after that. So I'm like, he did that when T Higgins was covered, and then he has like, oh crap, I got to go to Mario Rodgers. So
hmm
like but that's also has a thing on coaching too. Like you got to coach it out of him. I mean, he's had Urban Meyer who was at a bar in like Columbus, Ohio for like a night and then got fired the next day. So
yeah,
like
not a
not had a good run of coaches. So,
no,
but it's like even with Clemson, I'm like we haven't. I mean, going to I guess that's another topic, but like going from like we haven't been able to develop talent as well as we used to.
yeah, I agree with that. I mean, it's just like, yeah, I mean, Cade's like the prime example of like I have not really seen him progress like over the past 4 years, really a lot. I mean, he's gotten like somewhat better, but it's like,
Yeah,
I mean, he came in, he could throw the ball. Like, I mean, he could put it on a dot, but he still kind of messes up reads. He still kind of makes questionable decisions. And it's always like, oh, the line wasn't good, or like, some the receivers are dropping balls. And it's
yeah,
like, I mean, you can't just constantly like not put it on him.
yeah.
I think he's good, but it's just like the same thing of I think he's as good as he pretty much was when he came in.
Yeah,
I mean, you have him like his first bowl game, he he mismanaged the clock at the end of the half. Then he still does the same things like last year, and some of it's coaching, some of it's on him to just recognize.
yeah.
But it's
But
like,
like, I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens because I mean, we went from Taj to Deshaun to Trevor. Or, I mean, you got to throw in
hmm
Kelly Bryant too. 'Cause Kelly Bryant's overshadowed.
yeah,
Um, I think he was very good for what he was, Kelly.
hmm
But he also had Trevor Lawrence coming in. You're like, okay, you can't beat Trevor Lawrence. So
yeah,
it was one of those things. We went from those four guys to like DJ
him.
missed out. I mean, I don't know. I think DJ. A lot of DJ's problems were mentally. I think not like he just.
Oh,
It was one of those things that he got in his head very quick, and it was over. Like DJ had the arm, he had the size, he had the
he had the
whatever
accuracy and everything in the
accuracy. He was a
first,
very yeah
but then it just something when he became that starter and the lights turned on to him, it just evaporated. I mean, it
yeah.
was like it was gone. You see him play Notre Dame, and he threw for like 400 yards, took him to overtime as the first start as a quarterback. Then
Mhm.
I mean, he got smoked in overtime. Oh well,
Yeah.
besides the point. But I mean, then he comes out the next season, and it's like, gosh, who is this guy? I mean, like, this isn't nearly the same.
Yeah,
Um, and so I don't know. I totally agree. I think it was all mental, just like some negative self talk, and he could never get
never.
out of it.
Cade's. I mean, I love Cade. Cade's the same way. Cade will get in his head, and it's over. Like it's that's what I'm fearing about tomorrow with South Carolina. Is that game's gonna get in his head, and it's gonna be just cooked. Because that defense,
Yeah.
they're gonna kill us in the trenches. I just don't. I don't know. I'm like so. I mean, I won't say I'm shocked if we beat Carolina, but I'm like, it would be still satisfying regardless. But like, Carolina is just, I don't know.
Listen, something about playing those away games makes them show up somehow. When we
Yeah,
go down there, we actually play. So
yeah.
hopefully that stands true. I don't know if it will or won't, but I'm hopeful.
I think we're all hopeful, but I mean, it's just. I was literally like thinking this. I'm like, from what we were thinking about 5 months ago now with before the LSU game, we're like, this is national championship or bust. Like, this is the team. Like, if not this team, which team? And then now we're in November, and we're like, we're a 6-win team, probably maybe 7-win team, but
hmm
like, it was just a colossal failure
Yeah,
from what expectations were. It
yeah,
really was. I mean, like, I mean, from going off the Texas game last year to like we played Texas close for a bit, and then we had some bonus decisions. Which going to that, like I think Garrett Riley's. I think he's. I don't think he stays. I don't think there's no way they keep Garrett Riley.
I
Past the
don't know. I don't
press.
know how much it is. I've always been curious how much play calling is actually Garrett Riley versus like Dabo's having his hand on it.
Mhm.
Because a lot of the play calling looks very similar to like all our other offenses. There's
Yeah.
no really like uniqueness that I thought he had at like TCU.
Mhm.
It's just kind of like seems lost, and I don't know. I don't think that would just happen, just to like happen. And so I don't know if that's like pressure or if that's Dabo's not wanting to do that or what's like the. I don't know how long that leash is essentially on like you have free reign to just do whatever. But
Well, it's one of those things where like I think his first press conference was like Dabo saying like he's going to run the Clemson offense. I'm like, well, we've seen the
hmm
Clemson offense since post Trevor. I mean, it's not anything special. I mean, Streeter was just running bubble screens, and Tony Elliott's done a damn good job at Virginia, by the way. Like he's done an
hmm
awesome job. That's a good. I think they still have a shot to get into the playoff, right? Or close.
I think they're close. I believe.
Well, like being in your third or second year at Virginia and
hmm
being in a play somewhere like Virginia that's a basketball school or like was a basketball school, it's
Yeah,
pretty damn good. So you got to give Tony Elliott, God, I mean, he was hated the last couple of years he was at Clemson, but he's turned out to be a damn good ball coach. So
that's what I'm saying. It's kind of like I don't know how much Dabo has his hand on what's going on, but it seems like they're kind of doing well up there.
yeah, well, it'd be interesting. It would be interesting because I'm like the you give if Garrett Riley goes, I'm like the sexiest hire would be what Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly just got fired by the Raiders. I'm like, Chip Kelly
Listen,
and Clemson would be. I mean, come on.
I think if you put K with Chip Kelly's offense, like the Oregon, like that Oregon, like the Marcus Mariota, what they're running, I think this offense would do so much better
Yeah,
with where you're actually like running and gunning and playing the hurry up to where your quarterback's not thinking, like he's just kind of doing in a sense. I think that would help him out a lot more. I think that would have helped DJ out a lot more. I mean, it's just kind of like if you have a quarterback that's all up in their head, having it to where just go play. Like I don't know.
also one of those things where like you can have the air dirt whatever Garrett call it the dirt raid. And I'm like, other than like ETN and what's his name what
Maffa.
Maffa last year, I'm like, outside of those two, I'm like, you can't really write home about any guys we've had. I mean, Randall's a converted receiver to running back, but outside of
Yeah,
Randall,
you had Shipley who was
that's right.
good.
Shipley's pretty good. Yeah, yeah.
Shipley was good. He was solidly good. I don't think he
He
was
was,
anything spectacular.
but he was
You
he
know,
was he was the best player on the offense for like 2 years. But I mean, the offense was terrible. But
well, I
like,
think he was really helping. I think he really knew the game. I think that's why he was out there so much. I think he helped Cade out quite a bit
mhm,
of just being back there and knowing kind of what was coming.
yeah,
That would have always because it seemed like when he was out of the game, it didn't go. Like when he kind of
it
was
was
hurt, they just kind of collapsed. So I think he played a pretty big part in helping out on the field.
mhm,
That may or may have not been true, but to me, that's kind of what it looked like. It's hard to tell what's actually like cause like correlation.
mhm.
I mean, because no one's down there, you know. Besides,
Oh, it's a big. You and I watching the stands are down there, but like it's like it was a debate at one point in time when we had Malfa and Shipley. It was like Malfa's the better running back.
hmm
Like Malfa would get you 6 yards to carry, and
yeah,
Shipley was good at getting yards after catch because he was very good
hmm
at in the screen game. So like, but it was like one of those things where you wanted a downhill runner, you got your Malfa. So and
yeah,
Malfa was good until he got shoulder injury, and now they just cooked him.
yeah,
But then like now I'm like you can only do so much when Adam Randall's I mean not a running back.
yeah.
And then Gideon Davis is probably a year out. So and Gideon has talent, but I'm like he's probably gonna be really good next year. But
To
we're
me, it
like
would have been like really fun to run like a triple option with them, and just like where you can run like a go route with Randall out of the backfield, and you give it to like Davis as a handoff, and you have Cade who run it.
yeah.
I think that would have been fun to see.
The
I mean,
problem
because it's
is
like,
well the problem is with Cade. I'm like Cade thinks he's the fastest player on the field when he's not.
yeah,
He's also very bad with what's it called holding on to the ball.
yeah.
Because I'm like I don't know if I want him running the triple. I mean, it would be awesome to watch because he's
It
tall.
would be fun.
Get a little
Would
bit
it be great long term? Probably not. But would it be fun to throw it out there a couple plays? I think so. I think especially when you can have like a deep route from your running back or a quick out or something like. I mean, you can draw up something randomly do where you have him matched up with a linebacker. And it's
yeah.
like, all right. But anyways, we will see how Saturday goes.
We'll see. We'll see.
I am hopeful.
We talked about it before we even record. I think we're going to see a lot of changes in the top 15, top 12, and we're going to see a lot
Yeah.
of teams sweating out the championship games in the 15 to 12 to 15 zone.
hmm
Because I know Bama gets in the SEC championship if they win outright against Auburn, which they're playing again. They're playing in Jordan here at night, which
Yeah.
that's going to be their Super Bowl. And then I think Georgia needs a couple things to happen. I think Ole Miss needs a couple things to happen. A&M gets in. I think if they beat Texas, so they're good. But Texas, I think I don't know, but like it's gonna be very interesting to see what happens. Because one of the Big Ten championship is going to kill each other. I mean,
Yeah.
Ohio State, Indiana's going to face off. So
hmm
it'd be one of those things. And if it'd be interesting to see if Michigan can pick off Ohio State again, and Indiana takes down Ohio State to see how far they drop. Because you can get
It will be.
situation where you have a number 8 Ohio State.
Yeah. Yeah. I, I'm going to be really interested to see what kind of shakes out, especially with this first kind of go around. I'm seeing what really, or I guess second go around of it, seeing where everything falls. I'll be curious. gonna be
Yeah,
interesting. Gonna be interesting.
we'll see.
But
But I mean, I think we said this earlier. I don't. We couldn't pick a championship right now. There's no
no,
way. There's no
I
way.
don't.
I mean, maybe the champion. The champion is probably going to be one of the top three, top five teams.
Hmm.
But that's it. Could be literally anybody. It could be. I mean, Ohio State seems like the best team on paper, but I'm like they haven't played anybody. Like Indiana almost lost to Penn State without James Franklin.
Yeah,
Beat Oregon. They actually have the best win in the country right now.
I would
Indiana.
say so.
They
You
beat
go down
Oregon
and
first. Yeah,
you beat Oregon at Oregon. I mean, that's a pretty big win. I gotta
yeah,
say.
that's a
But
win.
it's just seeing. It's gonna be interesting that first round of who's gonna knock who out.
Yeah.
What kind of goes on with that?
Do you think?
Um,
Do you think a lower seed has a chance to win this year with how
like
it's been?
um, it just depends on how. It depends how this weekend falls, really, on who goes to those like 8 seeds or like 8, 9, 10. I don't think there's like a 12 seed that goes and win it. But
Yeah,
you have like a Oregon or like Ohio State that's kind of back there, just because that's how it falls. I think they could probably win it.
yeah.
Um, I don't know.
You have a
I don't
situation
think.
where yeah. Go ahead.
I don't know about a Miami like taking it. I think they're. I mean, they'd probably be a lower seed, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to be curious to see how they value um the conference championships.
Yeah,
I mean, that's going to be interesting. I don't know who's going to get like because I thought ACC would probably. I mean, I think they would get the like fourth bye. I would assume, but I don't know if that's not for certain. And they're probably definitely on that lower rung of
I mean, there's
maybe.
6 teams competing for the ACC championship. I think right now, like those 2 spots. So I'm like, nobody knows really what the ACC will look like
Hmm.
tomorrow, right now. But
Yeah, but
like,
you only have Miami. Is that who else was in the top like 15?
You have Virginia, you've got
Oh, Virginia.
GT. I don't. Let me check this GT because that game's going on right
Are they
now.
ranked or what's Virginia? I mean, are they like top 15? I think
Virginia's 18, so if they get to the
18.
if they get to the ACC championship, they're like what Clemson had last year. They're like what
They would
18?
have to win.
They have to win in and win. You're in. So, but like ACC, you have Pitt still alive. You have
Hmm.
SMU still alive. You have GT still alive. You have Miami still alive, and you have Duke's apparently I think still alive too.
I don't know how many of those teams actually get put in the playoff though. Like,
I think Virginia probably gets in. That's it. Honestly,
I think if Virginia wins, it sounds like they're in, but it sounds like the rest of them are probably out.
yeah.
And I don't know if Virginia is good enough to quite go very far.
Neither am I.
Um,
I think they're. I mean, it's a good year for Tony Elliott, regardless.
yeah,
But I'm like, they would be like what? They'd be getting crushed in anybody on the road. So, but like
yeah.
it's a great thing for your program to be what 3 years in of your new head coach and or not new
Hmm.
head coach, but like a new regime, and you're in the CFP and you're still building.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty good for him.
Yeah,
Future's optimistic there for sure.
yeah. But while we're recording, it's 13-3 Georgia right now, at half.
Mm.
So I mean, GT still striking distance from like if Georgia starts pulling away, I'm like they have a really good.
I
Um,
think Georgia will probably pull away.
yeah, I was talking to a UGA fan about this. I'm like, Georgia is just getting hot at the right time,
Yeah.
and that's always a scary thing. And
Hmm.
they have one of the top 3 coaches in the country right now with Kirby. So I'm
Yeah.
like, they're going to be, and then Gunner's starting to really hit a stride. So I'm like, Georgia's a team that could be in the championship. So we'll see what happens with them.
Gonna be interesting. It's gonna be an interesting finish, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Hey, love it. Thanks for doing this. I appreciate it.
absolutely.
Um,
Anytime. Seriously.